It couldn't have been pleasant, finding out about Reika like you did.
Reika's really been alive? All this time? I've been sleepwalking through the past 4 years for no reason.
Reason's got nothing to do with grief. Sometimes sleepwalking is the only way you can get anywhere. You couldn't have known.
What do you know? You weren't there when it happened. You didn't see her.
No. But you did. And I don't envy you the experience. But tell me, you ever wonder which would be worse? Seeing it happen? Or missing it entirely?
What are we discussing here, Luther?
You know me. Flapping my gums. What I mean to say is, I'm sorry it was such a shock. And I'm gonna help you however I can.
Haroona, wondered when you stopped by. You look like a woman with questions. And you're in luck, kiddo. I might just have some answers.
Thank you, George. I gather you and Luther are old friends.
Partners in crime for longer than I care to remember. Opposite sides of the same old coin.
Funny, you strike me like you don't have a care in the world. As for Luther, I know he puts on an air of levity, but there's a deep sadness to him, like lingering smoke.
Now hold up there. I'm not in the habit of spilling another man's beans, and definitely not based on you sensing smoke, no matter how much I want to help you. Maybe there's another reason for what you're sensing.
Well, I don't know when he last washed that coat, but...
I don't either, but here's hoping he's caught in the rain sometime soon, eh? Luther, if not for that man, I'd be dead a dozen times over. That darkness, it might be the only way he keeps the pain in check. Pain like Luther's got, it'll never go away. So he uses it. It's what drives him to help people when he can, and fight those who'd unleash suffering on the world. It's why he'll never have a more loyal friend, or determined enemy. Or sometimes, both at once. Remind me to tell you the story of how he and I met sometime.
So, the mysterious quester finally decides to pay a visit to the ship's engineer. I'm Mara. I take care of this town.
I'm Haroona. It's nice to properly meet you, Mara. You strike me as quite young to be the engineer of the entire ship.
You strike me as quite foolish to go toe-to-toe with Vincent when you don't even know which way is up.
You're right, you know. It was reckless to try and take on Vincent by myself. It's something Rekka would never have allowed. She was sensible that way. Like you, I suspect.
Anyone with any smarts would stay plenty far away from that guy. Believe me, he's bad news.
This one's locked. Bukra?
That's right.
May I? Should we have a look? Bloody hell.
Vincent's not much for understatement. What you did back at the temple, what was that?
It's difficult to describe. It's like seeing events before they actually happen, and then making them real.
I've never seen anything like it. You have unique Umbric abilities. A real quester.
You're a quester.
I'm a student of secrets, but I will never see the fold. It's a limitation. You touch the fold. Feel it. My mother would call you Nganga. The healer who communes with the other world. Like magic, I suppose.
I don't feel very magical.
Precisely. It's natural to you. Cogs and sprockets, books and diagrams. That is where I live. Ah, here we are. Speaking of, I have some reading to do. Excuse me.
Haroona, we're coming up on Sintra. Meet me in the bridge.
If we come in low, along this line, the ridge should hide our approach.
That's a good hike from the Quinta.
Any closer and we risk detection.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Ah, Haroona, I'd like to introduce you to Fortunato, mapmaker extraordinaire and our designated navigator. That tall order over there is our pilot, Astrid. You can thank her for losing our ascendant friends.
Pleased to meet you.
Piacere.
Good to meet you, Haroona.
We're coming in on Sintra. I'll be heading down to the landing platform in a few. All right, let's get to it. All right, Bukra. We're near the manor. You be ready. We may need a quick ticket out of here.
I should have no trouble tracking you, so long as you have your radios. According to the manifest, Reika was held in the mansion. Security will be tight. I suggest avoiding the front door.
You figure? I spent more than a few years studying here. I reckon I know just about every last servant's entrance this manor's got. Just follow me. I'll get us... Hey, hey! There's no way I'm squeezing through there.
No?
This is gonna be a regular thing with you, isn't it?
Haroona, did you walk out on Luther?
I can cover more ground this way.
Are you crazy? He knows the grounds.
Look, believe it or not, I've done this kind of thing before. I fare much better on my own. Haroona out.
Just get Matos's journal. He knows what Vincent's up to and where Reika could be. This could be over quietly.
Haroona out. Can't risk them giving away my position. feel a strong convergence in the patterns around this object. A clue, perhaps.
Are you certain your machines can contain her? Matos?
Apologies, Vincent. I haven't been quite myself of late.
You've been spending too much time in that capsule. It's taking its toll on your mind.
Have we had this conversation before? Or perhaps we will have it when... Is this... now?
What is that sound?
We have just received word that transports have started rolling in.
Good.
Former guest. Reka. Looks like I'm headed for the top floor. I'm heading for the second floor. I believe it's where they're holding Reka.
Good thinking. It's a good place to look. And keep your radio on this time,
Haroona out. Done. Good. Might prove useful. I wouldn't want to have here. Probably nothing. What if we hear?
Careful with that, you two.
This isn't our first job, Mahia.
What exactly is this thing?
Tethering capsule. We need to prep it for shipping.
Didn't we already ship Matos's tethering device to the dig site?
This is an early prototype. Not even sure it works properly.
Then why go through all the trouble?
It's headed for Vincent's office in Vienna. Has some kind of sentimental value.
Haroona, Luther's located Dr. Matos.
Matos is here.
You hear that?
Luther's tailing him, but there's a lot of movement around the doctor. He could use your help.
On it.
Okay. I'll have to get back to...
Intruder!
This scarf. It belongs to Reka.
Humanity has lived for eons at the mercy of the Nine, and it has always led to the same place.
But we learn. With each turning, we get closer to breaking the cycles.
By what metric? Look around. This world is turning black with rot, and we've no reason to believe we are any nearer to salvation. And where are the Nine? Hiding away, whispering to themselves, we'll get it next time. We are, all of us, running out of time, aren't we, Reka? It's time we took control of our own destiny.
Bukra, I might have found something of interest.
Describe it?
Twin metal capsules connected with complex machinery. One ascendant called it a tethering device. Bukra?
I think Matos might have found a way of tethering Vincent's shade to Reka's.
What does that mean?
Vincent is obsessed with unleashing Session. The trouble is he can't quite reach it. He's a good diver.
But not as good as Reka.
Precisely. Matos' device solves his problem.
I hate to cut in, but I'm staring at the man himself.
Wait. That sound again.
What sound?
A strange hum. I thought...
happened?
I just had an encounter with one of Mathos' technical marvels.
Describe...
I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to hear all about it, but the good doctor won't wait. I suggest you come and join me. Where are you exactly?
The mansion. Top floor.
Huge room? Full of books?
Exactly.
Matos's old office. Look for a passage behind one of the bookshelves.
How do you know this?
I told you. Spent years working here. I know this place inside out.
Be sure to give the place a good once through before heading out.
Maybe if I peek. 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 Nothing. The footholds in that wall could support my weight. Mathos is clearly a genius.